Alright, this is the second video where you're going to create the floor plan over this drawing. And what we're going to do first is rescale this just a little bit. So we're going to press R for scale, this tool right here. With your mouse, click on this icon, hold your mouse button down, and select the very first option here, which is scale. As you see, I'm going to scale it long ways this way, because these walls here are a little bit thinner than these walls here. That just indicates that this needs to be stretched a little bit. Whatever axis that is for you, you're just going to grab that axis that goes left to right. In my case, it's the X, and I'm going to drag this until those walls are similar in width, which is about right there. So that is good for me, and I'm ready to go. Now I'm going to press W to deactivate scale, and I'm going to press T for the top view, an orthographic top view here, and I'm going to start building. So I'm going to click the plane. Morning, Daniel. Right-clicking the length segments and the width segments. And I'm going to zoom in. And I'm going to create a square that exists in the corner of this wall here. So as you see, it's right on top of the plane, so I need to deactivate this object, creating plane, so I can do that by right-clicking out here on the stage. I'm going to click the floor plan, and I'm going to go down here to the XYZ coordinates, and I'm going to click down a couple times to send this down to point 1, let's say. Now I'm going to click back on this plane here. You can press T to recalibrate your view, and we need to adjust this a little bit. So first we need to right click on it and convert it into an editable poly. We're going to go into edge mode, and we're going to move the edges so it exists within this corner the best we can. Okay, right now it is green. Mine happens to be green, but I need it to be X-ray mode so I can see through it. So I'm going to press Alt-X. Now I'm going to start dragging out these sections of the walls, keeping in mind the interior walls as well. So this is just the part of the video where I'm going to start dragging out walls. I'm going to hold Shift. I'm going to drag it to the beginning of the window. Then I'm going to let go. I'm going to hold Shift again, drag to the edge of the window here, let go. And now I'm going to hold Shift and drag to where this wall begins. I'm doing the exterior wall first. I'm going to hold Shift and drag to the length of that wall, because I'm going to need to grab this section, hold Shift, and start dragging this way. Alright, from here, I'm going to hold Shift and drag to the right. Again, if I'm going too fast, press pause and come back. I'm going to hold Shift and drag the length of this wall. Same thing here, all the way to this section. Let go, hold Shift, drag here. And I'm going to do the same thing to the window here. Hold Shift to the end of the window. Let go. I'm going to hold Shift. Again, a recap on how to move around this world. The zoom is the mouse wheel in and out. And clicking and to hold the mouse wheel down, I'm panning left to right. That's essentially for what we're doing right now, that's all we need. But to orbit, you can hold Alt and recalibrate your view here. To set it back up in a top view, which we need, you press T. And to go into X-ray mode, it's Alt-X. It toggles on and off so you can see through it. And I'm going to hold Shift and drag to the beginning of this wall, hold Shift and drag to the length of that wall. And I'm going to do the same thing to the window, to the end of the window, and I'm going to go here to the door. So now I'm going to hold Shift, drag to the length of this door, and here I'm going to hold Shift and drag to the end of this section of the wall here. Let go, hold Shift again for this wall because we need this section here to go through. So I'm just going to do that on these walls. So I'm going to drag down here to this wall, let go. You can hold Shift the whole time actually. I'm not going to let go of Shift. I'm just letting go of the mouse. If you mess up, you can press Control Z. So I'm going to continue to do this. Every time there's a new section of wall or window, I'm going to let go of the mouse, drag to the end of that, and move on. And then down here, I'm going to the end of the wall, zoom in, and then go to the length of that wall there. Now I'm going to let go of Shift, click that edge right here, hold shift, and continue to drag, where I can just hold shift. I'm not going to let go of shift, dragging to the end of the window, end of the wall, end of the door, end of this section here for that wall, length of that wall, sorry, the width of that wall. Dragging to this wall, the width of the wall, hold and drag to the window, the length of the window, to the window again, length of the window, to the wall, width of the wall, to this wall, width of the wall, to this window, the width of the window, to the wall, length of the wall, and now we are ready to connect these. So select this edge here, hold shift, drag to this wall, width of the wall, this wall here, the width of the back closet wall, and here we can connect these. So I'm going to select this edge, I'm going to hold control, click this edge here, and now I'm going to click on the word bridge. And that is the end of video 2.